part 6, 5, 6, we read, and against the angels whom he had sent upon the earth, he was exceedingly wroth, and he gave commandments to root them out of all their dominion. And he bade us to bind them in the depths of the earth, and behold, they are bound in the midst of them, and are kept separate. And against their sons went forth a command from before his face, that they should be smitten with the sword and be removed from under earth, heaven. And he said, my spirit will not always abide on man, for they also are flesh, and their days shall be 120 years. And he sent his sword into their midst, that each should slay his neighbor. And they began to slay each other till they all fell by the sword and were destroyed from the earth. And here's chapter 5:10. This is a very interesting. So let's look at this. And their fathers were witnesses of their destruction. And after this they were bound in the depths of the earth forever, until the day of the great condemnation, when judgment is executed. Then written and ordained, if they turn to him in righteousness, he will forgive all their transgressions and pardon all their sins. It is written and ordained that he will show mercy to all who turn from all their guilt once each year. So again, what we find is that in terms of the Apocrypha, in terms of the hidden books of the Bible, these books, the Book of Jubilee and the Book of Enoch, were taken out of the Bible. But as we see that, we find that even back around this time, over 3,000, approximately 2,000 years ago, we see that man was already thinking about the inhabitants of the center of the earth. But according to the Apocrypha, according to these ancient books, you see, the inhabitants in the earth, they were in a sense the Nephilims, or the children of the fallen angels. The Greys ate everything, but the Greys, in a sense, because of the fact that according to the Book of Jubilee and according to the Book of Enoch, the Nephilims, in a sense, are in the center of the earth, and they're there in a sense to help Satan. Because see, most of you have been taught, and we've been taught as Christians and Muslims, we've been taught in the sense that Satan has supremacy on the earth, but in reality, Satan doesn't have any power. Satan only has the power that God allows him to have. That's why when we read in the book of Job, we find in the sense that before, yes, in Job, his family died and he became poor. But if you remember, Satan had to go and ask God, could he create more trouble for Job? You see? Because the point is this, is that Satan only works for God. And see, Satan, according to the Apocrypha, he needed some help to get more people, in a sense, to do what we would call evil.